Everyone, welcome to my video. Today we'll be transforming a bedside cupboard that I won on an auction. I won an auction lot that was basically about $10, and I got 5 different pieces of furniture in that lot, which is phenomenal for the price that I paid. There were footstools, and there was a bookcase, and the bedside cupboard, which you can see in the background there, that cream-colored cupboard at the background. The 5 pieces of furniture, I'll be doing videos for those in the near future, but today we're going to be looking at transforming that bedside cupboard at the back there. This bedside cupboard reminded me of something that you would find in a hospital. This cream color really reminded me of hospital and cleanliness and sterility, and so I needed to get that paint off. I wanted to retransform, or well, at least transform this piece of furniture. There were very few nicks and dents, and all I needed to then really do was sand off and remove that paint. And so I got to dismantling the bedside table. All of the hardware got taken off, and I removed the door to be able to access that inside a little bit easier. So yeah, so follow along and have a look at how I tried to remove the paint. My goodness, there was a lot of paint. The paint stripper is on, and I covered it with some cling wrap so that it can not dry out while I was waiting. I left it for about 30 minutes, hoping that it would seep through all of the multiple layers of paint. And yeah, as much as the paint stripper itself is a very powerful stripper, this this bedside table was more powerful. The amount of paint layers on this bedside covered, my goodness. I was hoping to get it done in 1 or 2 layers of stripping, but wow, it took a while. To try and get all of that paint off was it was a few days worth of work. So yeah. I've been soaking the hardware in brush cleaner because I found that it actually gets paint off metal quite well as well. So yeah, let's see what we can do in terms of getting all of this paint off the hardware. Looks like it comes off quite easily. Yeah, look at that. That's great. Even just with a soft bristle paintbrush, it comes off nice and easy. Look at that. That's great. And this stubborn one, it's going to come out. Do we need a scrapey thing? Yeah, there we go. Cool. Yeah, so super easy. So I have no idea what this paint is. It is not sanding off, and it is just, even though the paint stripper, it's didn't bubble, so it's not paint, but it is paint, but it's not coming off. So here we go. Let's see if we can get at least a little bit off. So now that I've got all of that paint scraped off, it's now time for the painting. I chose the Rust-Oleum gloss white for the top and a blue for a sort of chalk blue for the actual body of the cupboard. And so I started with the top just to get the hang of doing spray painting. This was one of my first times of actually using spray paint on furniture, so it was something new and something I'd never done before. And I hope that the gloss paint itself, it's got a primer and a top coat all in one, so it should be quite hardy if I do a lot of layers and just really get that paint nice and thick on the top. So I thought that the white gloss in contrast with that chalk blue would be very, very pretty to look at. To that very awkward reveal of the antique wax that I'm using for the inside. I wanted to keep it quite rustic, so I sanded it just very lightly and applied this wax. The board that is on the back of the cupboard has that crisscross pattern. It's a very thin board. I'm not quite sure what to call it, but it it did a weird thing with the wax. But eventually, I managed to get it in all of the little crevices, and just ended up with waxing the inside and ended up with a really nice rustic cupboard.